Every single person gets stuck at one point in their life. Be it business-wise, their business just can't scale up. Be it career-wise, they can't grow in their career anymore. Be it sports-wise, they can't progress further in the rankings. Be it relationship-wise. Doesn't matter. All people have the feeling of being stuck. And no matter how hard they try, how much they push that rock uphill, it just seems infinite. It seems like nothing is moving. It seems like there is a block, and this block is unmovable. It's unshakable. No matter the tactics, no matter the strategies, no matter what you change, the block is always there. And it's super frustrating because you're kind of losing sleep about it. You fear that this block won't go away. You fear that you might even downgrade. Some people even downgrade, they spiral, and it just compounds into this negativity, and you don't want this. You don't want this. It feels almost like the universe is working against you. No matter what you try to do in order to pass this line, the line is always there to stop you. Now, this happens because people work against themselves. It's not some mystical thing. It's not the universe. It's not God working against you. It's not the strategy problem. It's not the business problem that is stopping you from getting unstuck, to leveling up. It's actually you. It's actually you that are the cause of the effects that you see in your life. It's like planting seeds of apples and you expect potatoes to grow. It doesn't work in this way. If you want to grow potatoes, you need to plant potatoes. So you need to plant in your mind and in your being the things that you actually want to do. If you constantly concentrate your attention on how you are stuck, the more you feed being stuck energy, the more you embody the version of yourself that is stuck, the more you solidify that state into reality. And you don't want that because you want a different thing. Now, most people get stuck and they actually feel comfortable getting stuck. They actually fear leveling up because they fear responsibilities that will come with the next level. I get hired by a lot of business owners to help them scale and make more money. I have plenty of case studies, plenty of testimonials. People scale from 5K to 100K. I can pop them all up here. But a thing and a pattern I noticed with all of this, because I kind of am making an eye for it, is that they actually self-sabotage because they are fearful of what will happen once they get what they truly want. Once they level up, what might happen? What responsibilities will I have? Maybe I need to face my fears. But they don't know it. They subconsciously do it. 95% of your decisions and your actions come from your subconscious mind, and if your subconscious mind is not aligned with what you want, 95% of the things that you do and you act upon and you think about will be towards what you do not want. And this is where the mismatch is happening, because with the conscious brain, you're applying all these strategies, you're applying all these techniques, you're trying to scale, you're trying to grow, you're trying to level up, but on a subconscious level, you say, nah, fuck that. I don't want it. Because it means I will have to change, and changing is uncomfortable. Your mind is trying to keep you comfortable, it's trying to keep you safe. New equals scary, equals fear. And our brain is meant to avoid fear. It's meant to avoid all of this. So how can we truly reprogram ourselves for what we want? I'm gonna give you insights on what I do with my clients also. Before I start, if you want everything on this information, I wrote a book about it, so you have the link in the description. Let's get into it. First thing you have to understand, and I mentioned it briefly in the intro, is the cause and effect situation. Most people think that, and I work with, and there are even super successful people, millionaires, tens of millions of dollars, they attribute causality to the external world. So they think, I do this thing externally and it will produce an effect. But it's actually the other way around. You need to produce the state of being that will make you act in a certain way externally in order to produce that particular result. So it's not you working, then getting, then feeling how you want to feel because you want to get what you want, because you want to feel in a certain way. It's actually the opposite. It's actually you being someone that produces the effect. It's cause and effect. It's not you working, getting, feeling. It's actually you feeling that produce the work that makes you get. Now, if your feeling and your being is messed up, then the work that you produce will lead to anything that you do not want. Let me give you another example. Imagine you have a mirror, and I have quite an obsession with this analogy if you watched all my videos, because I find it super fascinating and a super easy way to explain this. If you want the mirror to change in front of you, imagine, visualize it, close your eyes. Imagine you stand in front of a mirror and you want the thing in the mirror to show up differently. You don't try to wash the mirror. You don't try to punch the mirror. You don't get angry at the mirror, because the mirror just is. It just reflects who you are. Life is a mirror house where you only meet yourself. And if you don't like who you are, or who you are doesn't align with what you want, then you will only meet what you do not want. This is how it works. If you want to change what you see in the mirror, you have to change first. If you want to see effects, meaning change in the external world, you need to change who you are first. This is how it goes. How do you change it? You think differently, you feel differently, you believe differently. If you have thoughts that don't resonate with what you want, then your feeling will get all messed up. Thinking alone doesn't cut it. You can think positively all you want. If you feel negatively, you'll attract what you feel. But now, if you have the thinking aligned, then you can get your feeling aligned. You can imagine what you want and get the feeling aligned too. You can then believe like the person you want to believe. Of course, you need to ask the right question to you in order to have this epiphany of what bad beliefs are stopping you. They're not bad beliefs. They're just beliefs that are sabotaging your growth. No, there's no bad beliefs. There's no good and bad beliefs. There's just beliefs that make you advance towards what you want and beliefs that make you stagnate. And if you want to advance towards what you want, you need to change your beliefs. I was working with this guy, and he was working in info. So he was selling information, and how we all run this business, because I have this business as well. People message you and then you hop on calls with them, and then you speak with them, and if you can help them, they pay you and you work together and you give them results, the desired results. This is how it works in a nutshell. Now, this guy was making a lot of money. He was making about $80,000 per month with this. And he wanted to scale. But there is so much time in the day of you having to take sales calls. But he was afraid of delegating the sales calls to another person because he was afraid of losing control. He was afraid that his business will go down once he's not on the calls with the prospects. He can't close them. He had this belief that he had to manage it all. And I asked him this question: would a version of you that is making the money that you want to be making, will he have a closer? Will he have two closers? Or will he take all the sales call alone? He said, well, he will have the closer. Boom. He had a fear of him not closing so deep that he was just procrastinating on hiring a closer. Sooner or later, if he really wanted to scale, he needed to take a closer. So I just framed it in a way that made him realize that, oh shit, I have to get a closer today. Otherwise, I will get stuck here forever. He did this, and he of course scaled. You can't grow a business if you don't hire. So it's good to have a belief that all the people that you hire are going to be amazing. Why have a belief that once you delegate your work, your business is going to fail? Doesn't really make sense. This is just placing our toe in the water with this information, if you get it. Just a sneak peek into it. Of course, if you want to get like your full diagnosis with it and you want to deeply reprogram your subconscious mind and all your beliefs, you have a link below. You can work with me. If you're a business owner, I would love to work with you and make you more money with it. Even though you are stuck, even though your business is declining, we solve it. Easy. Now, the other thing I want to mention when it comes to getting stuck is a thing I noticed today while running. I was running a 7-kilometer run. I was running pretty fast. I was getting a bit tired. And where I'm running is this giant park. Is this park, and the park is around a lake. So this is basically, it looks like a penis. It doesn't mind. This is water. So you run around the park. It's a 7-kilometer run, the park is 7 kilometers. Now, in 2 instances in this park, there are some bridges in order to cross the water. So they go like this. Right? Let me wipe this whole thing, so I just draw the bridge so it makes more sense. So there are these bridges. Now when you run on these bridges, when you go up, it's harder. You have these points when it's really hard. But once you overcome the hard, then it gets really easy going down. Why do I share this? You have periods in your life when things feel hard. But after the hard things, then there's gonna be easy. It's like the sun. There's always gonna be the moon before the sun rises. There's always gonna be darkness before the sun rises. If you notice that there is dark outside, you should get excited about the fact that the sun will rise soon. It works with everything. Once you are up here, you're getting stuck, you're getting super upset, whatever, it's hard. Fuck being hard. Fuck it. Get that shit away. Get it out of your mind. It's not hard. You are running this bridge up, and then it will all flow better. Just need to go from this to this. It's actually a stepping stone for it to become easier. It's a boost. View it as an advantage. If you view this as an advantage, it will become an advantage. If you view it as a disadvantage, then you will quit right here. This is what 90% of people do. Boom! Once you are up here, it's super easy. You slide down, you flow with it. Just flow with it. So in face of adversity, in the face of chaos, in the face of problems, don't be a little bitch about it. Don't say, oh, so hard, everything is tough, problems, challenges. It's not true. It's only how you view them. Because those problems, those challenges, once you overcome them, you have a free fall. Free fall into what you want. You fall into what you want, you flow with it. Without those, this is impossible. Without going it up, you cannot go down with it. Going down means getting what you want in this sense. The last thing I want to mention, because I know people have fucked up attention spans, is going deep within. So many people have this crippling fear of being alone. They have a crippling fear of being alone. They can't be alone. And you can only create in the present, because the present is the only real time. It's the only thing that really exists. What's the future? What's the past? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The present is what matters. If you constantly bombard yourself with information in the present, then you are not fully present. You're not fully aware. And you want all this rush of dopamine and all this rush of distractions because you are actually afraid of your own thoughts. You are afraid of your own thoughts. Thing that encourage all of my clients do is one, sit in silence for 30 minutes. No distraction, no nothing. Just you. Try it. Just you. See how your mind will go away. See how your mind will douche, douche, douche. Try it. Try to get you in the future or in the past. Or try to deviate it. Or try to bamboozle you. There's hazard in the mind. And another exercise I give to them is take an object, like this marker, and try to focus on this marker for 5 minutes straight. 5 minutes. Try it. Try it. After the video, try it. Take a pen, a piece of paper, a notebook, your cat, your hand, any object, and focus on it for 5 minutes. Be deeply intrigued by it. It's like you've never seen a pen before. This is fucking amazing. It's amazing. Wow. And after you finish this exercise, 5 minutes of it, it's gonna be hard. Your mind will wander. It's okay. You're gonna notice that you notice things about the thing that you looked deeply on that you didn't notice before. And this is the power of being aware. You're constantly missing opportunities. You're constantly missing things you can see that will benefit you, that will level you up on the next level because you are not aware of them. It's because you don't pay attention towards them. When you look at this marker, you will see all of the things that you didn't saw before. And if you want to do this exercise again and get really good at it, you don't focus on the same pen for 10 minutes. You take another object and you focus on that object for 5 minutes, then another object for 5 minutes, another object for 5 minutes. And after you've mastered deeply looking at objects, look at yourself. This is how you achieve inner mastery. And I find it fascinating that most people from the age of 9, they will never look at the tree. Not saying they don't see the tree, saying they never look at the tree. They're not with the tree. And this is why most people are unhappy. They live in their minds without living, like zombies. Without getting too philosophical with it, I will leave you at this. And if you want more info on what we talked about, I have a book below. And if you are a business owner and you feel like you're stuck and you want to change and reprogram your subconscious mind and your frequency, I would love to work with you. Book in a call. You speak directly with me. I see if I can help you. If I can help you, we work together. If not, not. I'll still share free advice. I hope you got something interesting to it. Try to do the exercise. Try to do everything that we spoke about. Not do, but be. Be everything that we talked about. And see how you get unstuck like this. It doesn't need to take 1 week. It doesn't need to take, it can take 1 week. It doesn't need to take years. If you think what you want, getting what you want, will gonna take years. It's going to take years. All truths are but half truths. So better make what you want the truth in your mind.